Quiet on the set.
Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
Hey, what's good, guys? It's your boy G Marcus TV, back with a brand new video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, you know we are doing an episode review on BMF episode number 3, and this one is called Devil's Night. Now, you know how we do on this channel. I give you guys a recap, then I give you guys a review at the end of the recap. So, let's just get straight to it. So, it starts off with young Terry and young Meech and the family. They're out, it's Devil's Night, and they're trying to protect themselves from people messing up their property, messing up their stuff. So this goes back to way back in the day. So it starts off in the new age where the business is going good for Terry. Terry decided he's going to charge very heavy for Devil's Night. Because of course, Devil's Night is around the time of Halloween, and they're just doing a whole bunch of shit. They're just terrorizing the city, breaking things up. People don't really want to be out. They have a curfew, that type of stuff. Now Meech, he has a sex scene with Monique. Monique is back. So he gets off, and after that, his cousin calls him and tells him that he got robbed. So Meech is just like, what the hell? How the hell did you get robbed? So after that, he goes into another room where apparently he has a daughter, which is actually interesting because I don't remember anything about Meech, the real Meech, having a daughter in real life. So now Terry and his sister, they get into a car accident after it turns out that the tires went out. Later on, Father Charles, he comes through and he's pissed off, of course. He's just looking at Terry like, yo, this is that gang-related drug shit you're doing. This is why this happened. So Terry just on some shit like, yo, like, it was not because of that. It has to be a Devil's Night type of prank. Meech now tells K9 that his cousin got robbed and now he needs a re-up. So K9 doesn't believe the whole robbing story. So K9 says that he'll get the re-up in a couple of weeks. He just has to wait. So after that, K9 tells him that Travis owes him some money. This is the guy in the last episode that was just talking a whole bunch of shit, that was like really bragging, doing the freaking most. So now K9 wants his dead, but he wants Meech to bring him first. And the thing that I really liked about this character K9, he mentions that he doesn't go to clubs, he doesn't drink, and he does not get high. Like, he is strictly about his money, and that is what's fun for him. Meech now, he hears about the accident, so he goes home to check on his sister. Of course, his sister's acting like she's more hurt than she really is, because she does not want to go to school. Terry comes in, and Meech is really tight with Terry, like, yo, why would you not tell me what the hell happened? Why'd you not say I got into an accident? You know I love y'all, you guys are my family. So Terry just says, like, hey, we beefing, so last time I seen you, you basically punched me in my face. But Meech lets her know, like, yo, y'all my family, I love y'all, like, you gotta let me know what's up. Terry now, he goes to get some insurance for the tires, but the insurance does not cover it. So Makisha, she just gives him a warning like, hey, this Cleve guy, which is the competitor, this is the guy that he's beefing with in the last episode for over the cab stuff. She tells him like, yo, this is a guy, you gotta come with guns. You gotta come with backup. You just cannot come on your own. This is a very, very powerful guy. This is a really bad situation. So of course, Terry just looks at it like, please, I got this, don't even worry about it. So later on, they go on a nice little date together. It's a nice little fancy restaurant where she puts him on the calamari. So if you guys don't know what calamari is, it basically tastes like chicken mixed with shrimp. It's not really a date, but they're basically hanging out with each other. She puts him on the new things to have a good conversation. And she basically explains to him that Devil's Night is basically a night where they're burning things up. They're breaking things apart so they can collect the insurance monies. Like, she really gave the history of it. Now Lamar now, he pulls up in his daughter's school, Zoe, and she sees him across the street and she's like, wow, because remember, Lamar is supposed to be dead. She sees him, a bus passes and he disappears. So now the mom, she's just like, yo, what the hell is going on? And Zoe's just like, yo, I just seen dad. And she's like, no, he's dead. So now, looking for Travis, Meek goes to a tattoo guy, takes the needle that you use to do the tattoos, and he puts it against the guy's eye. And he says, yo, give me the information or I'm about to blind you. So of course, the guy gives him the information. Terry now confronts the guys about the tears that happened in the car, and the guy was tough as shit. The guy's name is Cleet. He's aggressive as hell, was not expecting this. He tells him, yo, get the hell out of my shop. And as he's talking that shit, his boys start to surround Terry, and Terry's just like, oh, okay. So Terry does the smart thing, and Terry leaves, because they was about to beat his. So Brian now, he guilts the hell out of B. Mackey. He takes him to show him Kato's body at a morgue, and basically it shows the autopsy that she was actually pregnant with B. Mackey's kid. So he throws up. He's really, really sad now. The fact that he was going to be a father, he ended up killing Kato in the last season. After that, Detective Brian basically tells him like, hey, just help me out here. Tell Mish that you have a new connect and set up a meeting and we will take care of the rest. Mish now, he goes to what he thought was Travis's house. It's a female crackhead there with a child. So she's looking dirty, she's looking beat the hell up, she's just trying to get high, and the thing that just makes it worse is the fact that she has a kid. So she's all drugged up and everything, and she's like, yo, if you give me some drugs, I will make sure I give you the information. She even offered him sex, and it turns out this was actually Meech's old babysitter. So B. Mackey brings the drugs, and he brings the kid a McDonald's meal. So after that, she tries to get high in front of the kid, and Meek takes her out of the room, and the kid eats the McDonald's, and of course she gave him the information on where Travis is. He's just looking at her like, yo, you really just gonna get high in front of your child? And she's just looking at him like, dude, you're just as addictive as this drug as I am. Like, you're over here selling drugs to the community. Yeah, you're addicted. We're both addictive. The parents now, they're at church, and the father, Charles, he's on stage, and he's doing his guitar. He's having a good time on stage, and he's looking at one of the people he's on stage with, which is a female. He's looking at her. He's real close to her. It's looking too good, and the mom is not too happy about that. So after that, she goes straight to Pastor Snoop. She tells him what the problem is, how they're lacking sex, they're lacking certain things, and Pastor Snoop just says, yo, you need to be submissive to your husband. Like, every man has the desires. She even told him about the porno magazines. And while they're even having a conversation, a female passes by and he just looks at her. He tries to talk to Father Charles, and Father Charles was not having it. He was just like, yo, you bring this up again, I'm gonna whip you. He was really smooth about the whole situation. He just tells him, yo, the pride comes before the fall, and he tells him to put the magazines in a different place. So now it turns out that the tires was slashed after all. So of course, Pops blames Terry and the street life. Terry is just over here like, damn, like confused. So the new worker that the Pops hired, she wants revenge also. So she's just like, yo, I know how to work cars better than men know how to work cars. So yo, let's get them back. So now the Pops, he confronts the mom about going to Pastor Snoop, and it turns out that the pastor is on his third marriage. So he's just like, yo, why the hell would you want to go to a guy like that for advice? So of course she's on some like, yo, he's not a stranger, he's the pastor, he could help us. So he's really tight about that. So he goes to fix a fan for one of the members of the churches, and she's just like, yo, our walls have been f***ed up for a long time. Why not fix those walls? You're going to fix somebody else's shit. Why not fix our shit? So of course he just breaks out. So now he goes to the woman's house and he's fixing the ceiling, and she's playing some music, she's dancing, and she actually gets him to dance. So now they dance with each other, they're moving around with each other, like they're having a good ass time. He fixes the fan, she offers money, he turns it down, but she insisted and gives him the money. Devil's Night is going crazy. People are burning up houses. It's a hellhole type of situation. So Detective Brian's partner, Jen, she saves a guy from a burning house. And this guy turned out to be in the military. So now Terry and Denise, the new worker that the dad hired, they f***ed up the competitor's car. Like Cleet, they f***ed up the car. They put sugar in the tank. They got rid of the brakes. Meech and B. Mackey, they get to Travis's house. So as they get to Travis's house, they look through the window, and it turns out that Travis is K9's girl's peaches. He's going in. Like, he is eating the... He is really giving it to her. So they ended up setting his car on fire. So they have a crazy shootout. Of course, they're shooting at each other, and he's going crazy. So Meech is just like, yo, I'm not trying to kill you. But of course, B. Mackey ends up killing the guy, like, off of one shot. So of course, they're arguing about it. Like, yo, like, why would you do that knowing that we have to keep him alive? Next thing you know, Peaches puts a gun to Meech's head. And he's just like, yo, I don't really give a f***. Like, it is what it is. And she's like, yo, this is not going to stop anything. So now K9 is pissed that Travis is dead. Meech told him about Peaches, and he didn't really seem to give a shit. Jen now talks to the guy that she pulled out of the building. It turns out, of course, he's in the military, and she has trauma from the military because her brother, he died from a fire. So she just has a little small talk with him. She goes in the car and she starts burning her hand with the lighter that the car comes with. So Cleet, he's driving, and his brakes, of course, is f***ed up because they took the brakes out. And he's trying to stop the car, but does not stop it, ends up crashing. So Meech and the crew beat the living hell out of him. They beat the shit out of him. The thing that was really interesting was they didn't keep him alive. They just beat the shit out of him, sending that message. So after that, Terry goes to visit Makisha. So she turns around and he sees that she has a black eye. So it turns out that her husband and father of her kid basically is being the shit out of her. So he's like, yo, he wants to kill him. And she's like, no, that's the father of my kid. That's my husband. And he just tells her, yo, if you was my girl, you would not have to deal with this. He ends up giving her a really passionate kiss. They make out for like probably 5 or 3 seconds. She breaks off and she just goes her way. So Lamar, he goes to Monique's house and he drops off some candy that he usually would get for Zoe. He leaves it by the door and he breaks out. So now Monique is going crazy. She's trying to call Misha to let him know, like, yo, this guy is definitely alive. So now the boys, they're in front of the store. It's B Mackie, it's Meech, it's Terry. Terry and Meech, they like make up with each other. Of course, this is the day they're supposed to do the setup where B Mackie says he has a new connect and he sets up the meeting. So they're about to have the meeting with the connect. And B Mackie is just being weird. Like, he's not moving the car. Meech is just like, yo, what the hell is going on? What's taking him so long? He gets out the car to go make a phone call, so I'm guessing that is supposed to be the single. Goes out to make the call. Meech is really confused about it. Next thing you know, who pops up? Your boy Lamar pops up, and he pops off a couple of shots inside the car, and Meech gets hit. Lamar pulls off. Detective Brian is on Meech's. Now he comes out and he is going crazy for Meech. He wants to get him arrested. He said, get down on the floor, get down on the floor. So they're all like, yo, he's just been shot. He has to go to the hospital. What are you doing? So, but he is just aggressive. Luckily for Meech, as he's dying, as he's bleeding out, Detective Jin says, no, this guy is dying. Put him in the back of the car. We're taking him to the hospital right now. So, of course, you know, Detective Brian is tight. And that's how the episode ended. So guys, that was the end of the episode. This was a really, really good episode. Again, this is 10. I have no complaints about this episode. The fact that they really recreated the scene where Meech got shot in real life and they just added their little twist to it, that was a really good scene. The acting was good. Detective Brian, the dude that plays him, he's a really great actor because he was being a... Like, I was like, damn, bro. I know he's a piece of shit and all, but... the guy is bleeding out. He's dying. The sex scene with Travis and Peaches, that was a dope scene right there. The way he was just munching on her, oh my god. So guys, tell me what you guys liked about that review, the episode. Let me know what's up. What part stuck out to you? What part was really like, wow, like this is some crazy shit right there. What part did you like? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you agree that it's a solid 10 and it's not less than a 10. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe as I'm bringing you videos every single week. Love you guys. Thank you guys. It's your boy G Marcus TV signing off.
Got it. That's a wrap.